What if I told you that thousands of years ago, before the Spanish, before Islam, before any foreign empire, the people of the Philippines were already praying to gods with Sanskrit names? Words like Bathala, Diwata, even karma all trace back to ancient India. This is the forgotten connection between two ancient civilizations, a story erased by time, yet still whispering through the myths of the islands. Because once, the gods of India sailed east and never came back. Long before maps and empires, the Indian Ocean and Pacific were connected by trade winds. Indian sailors, carrying spices, beads, and sacred scriptures, reached as far as Indonesia, Malaysia, and even the Philippines. Kingdoms like Srivijaya and Majapahit became bridges spreading not only wealth, but language, belief, and mythology. The islands were never isolated. They were part of a vast network where gods, words, and stories traveled freely. But what exactly did they leave behind on Philippine shores? In Tagalog mythology, Bathala is the supreme creator, ruler of heaven, god of life and thunder. But the twist? The word Bathala comes from the Sanskrit Batara or Bataraka, meaning the exalted Lord. Just like Brahma, Bathala created life through thought and balance. Both are sky fathers. Both symbolize divine creation. So, did two cultures imagine the same god independently? Or did one seed inspire the other? And Bathala wasn't the only one. Filipinos speak of Diwatas, nature spirits who live in mountains, trees, and rivers. In ancient India, Devatas were the same, divine beings guarding nature and the elements. Linguists have traced Diwata directly to Devata, carried by Buddhist traders over 1,000 years ago. To this day, the Visayans still pray to the Diwata for rain, harvest, and healing, just as Indians once prayed to the Devatas of forest and sky. But the connections go even deeper, all the way to the heavens and the underworld. In the Philippines, people once feared the dragon Bakunawa, a giant sea serpent that devours the moon during eclipses. In India, the same story exists through Rahu and Ketu, celestial serpents who swallow the sun and moon. Two distant lands. One ancient fear. The serpent of the sky. Coincidence, or a shared myth that sailed across oceans? And then came the proof written in a forgotten script. In 1989, archaeologists uncovered a mysterious copper plate in the Philippines over 1,000 years old. Written in an ancient mix of Old Tagalog, Malay, and Sanskrit, it mentioned words like karma, dharma, and debt forgiveness. This wasn't mythology, it was evidence. Indian ideas had reached the Philippines by 900 CE. The islands were never isolated. They were part of a cultural ocean where gods, scripts, and stories flowed freely. And what if I told you, traces of those gods might still be hiding among us? The Spanish conquest buried much of the old faith, but echoes survive in Filipino language, festivals, and folklore. When you hear Bathala, Diwata, or Anido, you're hearing the ancient voice of the Pacific, born in Asia's oldest myths, carried by waves, and reborn in the islands. Maybe the gods never truly vanished, they just changed their names. If stories like this make you see our past in a whole new light, hit subscribe right now. Because in the next episode, we're revealing the lost legend of when a Hindu god was worshipped in Japan. Don't just watch history, uncover it.